deeply allowing ourselves to release, moving through the world, and especially moving through work, predominantly through our masculine energy. And so our masculine energy gives us the will and the drive to make things happen, to keep showing up. But it also, when the going gets tough, and the going is already tough, tends to have us continue to hustle and strive and push. And the invitation with this card is, can you allow yourself to try a new way? And so that feminine energy, you know, we all are familiar with feminine energy as far as being in flow, and we talk about this a lot, but it is also more than that, an embodied presence, which means that if you want to look at the idea of manifesting, as opposed to sitting there and visualizing in our head what it is that we want, and then trying to figure out all the steps of how to get there, that's a very masculine oriented way of co-creating. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is just an invitation to try things a new way. And that way is instead to focus on the rhythm or the feeling or the flow. And so we need to drop into our heart space. How is it I want? I always like to ask myself, how is it I want to feel? So rather than like, how do I want to change things in my life? How do I want to feel in my life? How do I want my business to feel for the people that I serve? What is that energy? What's that presence? What's that essence? And then allowing yourself to, in the day-to-day, embody that or become that. And as you embody it and as you become it, you attract, as opposed to putting things out there. You just naturally magnetize that energy back to yourself because you're emanating it. Your radiance is putting that out there. Such a process. It takes so much time. I mean, we've lived in a world that is predominantly masculine oriented. Every system that we've grown up in and been educated in is that of intellectual knowledge. And even as we've learned the healing arts and more feminine modalities and practices, they've still been taught to us in largely masculine ways. And so, you know, from my heart to yours, I'm right there with you. And the other thing too that I'm always reminded of, because I can be very quick to beat myself up when I find that I'm coming forth with all masculine energy, or that I'm totally in my head, because I'm very strong in those energies and they served me really, really well. I am where I am in my life because of those energies within me. So it's not about removing them. The point is balance and harmony. But our head needs to serve our heart, and our masculine energy needs to serve our feminine. So it's just backwards from how we've been taught. So the feminine energy comes through, which is the heart energy, and it says, this is the way, walk in it. And then the masculine energy says, tell me how. And the mind says, tell me what to do. So it's just a flip. You don't want to turn one off. If you turn the masculine off and you completely exit the mind, this is what you look like. You're like, oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do that. And then all of a sudden you show up and you're like, I have nothing to hold this experience. I have no structure. I have no system. I have no organization. I have no plan. I have no communication. I have so we need the mind. We need the masculine energy. It's just allowing the feminine and the heart to lead out.